Hello, this is Daddy Flea. Today my purpose of making this video is going to be to let you know a little bit more about my manual settings and let you know how to exchange a little bit. This is Etrac Exchange. I didn't find any place on the net to download this. I'm recording this on Windows 10 computer. And like I said, I had some problems. The first thing that I had was that the auto run on the disk did not auto run. I had to go into File Explorer, which popped up like that, find my disk, and manually execute the setup file. As the setup file was running, I had some screens that come up on Windows 10 that in effect ask you to allow the program to make changes, and they hid behind this screen, so I didn't know they was back there, so I didn't think it was installing properly. But anyhow, I figured it out, and I got Etrac Exchange loaded. Now here is Etrac Exchange. I'm going to open it up. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that it's got file, exit. That's all there. Backup. Create a backup of your Etrac. Now I'm going to do that right quick. Alright. I'm in the Exports Police, and I've got Daddy Flea 1 backup Etrac. Okay, now I've already got a problem because my Etrac is turned off. It's plugged into the USB port, but it's turned off. Okay, I just turned it on. The computer recognized it. So let's do that again. Create a backup of Etrac. Alright, I've already done this once. I'm going to save it. Daddy Flea 1 backup 417. Save. So that should have backed up all my settings on the Etrac. Okay, now you see recovery deep off, recovery fast off. That's not how I run my machine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here. If you see, you've got a tab here for settings and a tab for patterns. It says right here, I want to download mode from my Etrac. Select the mode and press download. My mode 1 is the one I normally do, so I download. Now, if you notice, it popped up my screen here. Recovery deep off, recovery fast on, trash density high, ground difficult. Audio volume gain is at 25. Audio response is normal. Audio number of tones multi. Audio tone ID sounds conduct. Audio tone ID variability 30. Audio tone ID limits are 30. I run headphones, so I keep it wide open and control it with my headphones. Audio tone ID at 30. That is the most variability that you can get. That's as high as it'll go and low as it'll go. Now, the one you really got to watch is audio volume gain at 25. If you set that real high, you're going to get a lot of false iron chirps. They're way down deep, and this is going to amplify them and make you think there's a signal right on top or whatever. It'll fool you every time. Make sure you turn that down a little bit. Now I'm going to talk about this pattern. I know it looks weird, but I'll explain that why I did that here in a minute, and I'll also explain exactly a little bit how to edit that. Now, if you got it here, it's got universal settings. Now you have to hit download to get this. Now, sensitivity. I used to run auto all the time. Now it's always manual. Sensitivity manual level is 18. Audio sensitivity auto level is -3. Audio threshold level is 17. Audio volume limit is 23. Audio threshold pitch 9. Noise cancel is at 10. Now, the funny thing about this, I like my noise cancel to kind of be in the middle. I don't know that it makes that much difference. So if I change that to 5 and hit upload, that just changed my machine. So let's download it. You notice it stayed. Now preferences. I'm going to hit download preferences. If you notice that some of these down here changed from off to on. Show sensitivity is on. Show mode info on. Contrast 15. Pinpoint normal. Now that kind of explains how this program works. You can put this program on your computer, change whatever you need to change, and upload it to your Etrac. It can be done. Now, if you hit this tab up here at patterns, it says I want to download all patterns from the Etrac. Download all. Okay. Now, if you notice in the Smart Find, which is your normal hunting mode, this is my pattern that I like to hunt with. Quick Mask is open. Down here is your different patterns, and here is my mode 1, my mode 2. Now my mode 2 is my two-tone ferrous. Now I hardly ever use that, but I do have it in there. It's a 2. If you come up here and you right click, this will let you save that pattern. So I'm going to save that pattern. If you notice down here, Etrac pattern files. So I'm going to save that where I can get it later. Okay, that's just a little bit about the Etrac Exchange. Like I said, you hit this backup here, open a backup file. Technically, I assume that this will let you take a backup file and restore your machine. You know, it doesn't take that long to just change these settings. But anyhow, this is Etrac Exchange on Windows 10. It does work, and that's how you download stuff, upload stuff. I'm going to turn my Etrac off. Okay, let's go down here to the Etrac Emulator, which is what I really wanted to run. I'm going to open up the emulator. Alright. File. Pattern files. I'm going to import a pattern file. Now, if you'll notice that PTRN is the Etrac pattern file that I created just a little bit ago. I'm going to double click that. Well, now I'm going to turn it on. There is my pattern file. Now I'm going to turn that down because that hum threshold is pretty loud on my computer. Okay, one of the main reasons that I'm showing you this is the reason that the difference here between automatic and manual. When you see this circle going in a circle here, clockwise motion, that means you're in automatic mode. Now, the Etrac does not have to, you don't have to hit this settings file to change your sensitivity. That's not necessary. Alright, we're out hunting and you're in automatic. See the circle? Okay, I want to go to manual. All I got to do is hit this button. Now I'm in manual. Manual 22. Alright, if I'm going along, I may be able to hunt in manual 22. But if I'm going along and I'm getting that null, that's not a good thing. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to lower this thing. At first, on this side is the recommended sensitivity. If I'm still getting that nulling when I move my coil, I'm going to lower it again. And let me change to get US coins. Now I start getting as I sweep across. Now, if you get a coin or a target or whatever, let me find one. Well, my pattern to pick up most all of these. That's the only one or one of the only two that it won't pick up. You should, as you come back, I don't know if you can hear that, but as I sweep across that, I'm going to turn it up good and loud. Alright. See that nulling? Now that is a good healthy null. You know that when you do that, you're hitting something that is being discriminated out. You're not picking up ground. You're not overdriving. That's a good healthy null. See, it comes back real fast. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's to be expected. Now, you can go over here to quick mask, hit that quick mask. But the funny thing about this null, if you're overdriving it, you're still going to get a null. So what you got to do to get that back is lower your sensitivity. Now, that's healthy. You'll start getting them good signals like that. In manual mode, you're better off at running much lower sensitivity than you are in automatic. Now, I'm going to change this to, well, I wanted to do it a little bit different here. You notice the A, that stands for automatic. +1, +2, you're still in automatic. And I'm raising it. Now I'm here to tell you, manual mode at 15 is usually going to be deeper than automatic +3. And again, no matter what mode you're in, you can raise it or lower it all the way down, automatic or manual. Now, manual, if you'll hunt with this left one right next to the right one here, that's generally where you're going to have the best results, right there, hunting in manual mode, right at the suggested, which is this side, sensitivity. Sometimes you can go on up above it. It's not all that often in my ground. I'm going to turn that threshold down, but you got to have a good threshold. Okay, I told you my settings. This screen, which is your sensitivity, you never even need to get in that because you can change it from the main menu right here just by pressing these buttons. Okay. This is how you select your modes. Go down here, select my mode 1 or whatever, and hit metal detect, and you're ready to go. If you have two-tone ferrous and my mode 2 and you've got it all set up, just change it. It changes all your settings. Everything is done for you. Okay, this is how you edit your screens. There's my pattern 1 right there. I'm sorry. That would be to select your screen. Select your pattern from the different patterns. But I want some of these are not loaded in here because they're all blank. On your actual machine you would see these things, so I'm going to import a pattern file right here. Well, still didn't work. Pattern file. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to edit that file. Come down here to edit. Now, I'm going to tell you why my files look so weird here. If you'll notice, I got this at 1429 right there. A lot of your rings comes in at 12 or right at 12, and I want to hear these. A lot of your bigger men's ring will come in right about there. That's why I opened up that one little section back here. Now if you come down here in that area, which is right there, that's where all the pull tabs. I'm just not digging them. I'm not going to do it. If you come over here, of course you're in nickel territory now, but if you keep going, there is lots of ladies rings right here. If you get a good solid good signal right there and it's at 12 or real close to it and it's steady, it doesn't change much, you need to dig that one, because them rings will go way down there. That's why this is open. If you decide you don't want to do that anymore, we're in the editing screen. You just hit this button, move your cursor up. Now if you notice that's blacked out, you won't pick them up anymore. I'm going to move it down, open it up. Notice the check mark there. This right hand corner right here generally deals with cans. I'm going to move my cursor over there. This is where a lot of the cans will hit. That's why I've got that little area right there blocked out. This area up here is cans. If you also notice, I've got this opened up. I used to not go but to 47. I've got it open to 49 now, and the reason being, I want to hear that iffy signal. I want to know, you know, you're not going to get a whole lot of 49s or 48s, but if you do, I want to make the decision, so I want to hear it. Anyhow, if you select this square here, and you change that. Again, you have to do it with these buttons. I'm sorry, these buttons. It makes a bigger square. That makes even a bigger square. If you notice that there, my square has gotten great big. If you do that one, it's sure enough a big square. I always use the little bitty one. These buttons over here are kind of self-explanatory. This here rejects it. This here accepts it. This one here, which is changed by this, this lets you scan something and decide if you want to accept it or reject it. Generally, there's so much trash around, I wind up messing up. I just soon do it manually. Anyhow, that is how you edit your screens. Load into SmartFind. You always said yes if you've made a change. Okay. Sensitivity, you never need to mess with that one from the outside or inside. This is my audio deal here. I've explained those, what those are doing. We go back over here. Now don't go by these settings because this is on the emulator. This is not my machine. Recovery deep is always off. Recovery fast on. Trash density high. Ground difficult. I'm just showing you where these settings are. We go over here. Contrast, pinpoint, show sensitivity, show mode. You want that on. Now, I wanted to bring this to your attention. This is your master reset. If you're just having all kinds of problems with your Etrac, you go down, and if nothing is working, before you send it back to them and all of that, hit your master reset. All you do is just scroll down to it. If I hit that arrow, it's going to master reset. So that's a last-ditch effort. I've never reset my machines, but that's how you do it. We go back here. As you know, this is your noise cancel. This is your open screen, or what they call the oh heck, I can't even think of it now, but I use that all the time. Pinpoint there. If you'll notice that looks like it's on sizing. Let's change that right quick. First of all, we're going to get out of pinpoint. We'll go to settings. Pinpoint. No, that was normal. There's sizing. But I want to leave it on. Let's put it on sizing. Go there. Turn on the pinpoint. Yep, there we go. If you notice, as I come toward the center, how it hits. Well, in the ground, that coin's going to be down deep, hopefully. It's going to be an old one. This sizing ain't going to do you much good unless it's a great big crushed can. You're not going to be able to tell it. So the best thing to do is leave this pinpoint on normal. Pinpoint. There's dead center of your pinpoint. Okay, enough about that. Now let's touch back on the Etrac Exchange, which is how you actually get some of this stuff from somebody else and put it on your computer. Now I've launched this. My Etrac is off. First thing I got to do is turn it on. Make sure it's hooked up. Then again, I want to download mode from Etrac. Select the mode, which current is usually going to be mode 1. Download. If you notice, my pattern popped up there, and there is my settings. Once more, recovery deep off, fast on, trash density high, ground difficult, volume gain 25, audio response normal, multi-tones, conductive 30 and 30. Now, the universal settings, download, sensitivity is manual. You know, that's going to change constantly. Download there. I don't know why you got to download 3 times, but anyhow, hopefully that's going to tell you a little bit about how to take care of your Etrac and get some of this settings and things from other people. Maybe be able to run in manual without getting all the nulling and driving yourself crazy. So if any questions, I go by Daddy Flea on the internet. I'm going to post on a couple of the forums. I'm going to put links to my pattern files, my mode, and things like that, so you can download it. But now, remember that Etrac Exchange is different from Etrac Emulator. So if you're going to use that, you have to have Etrac Exchange to actually automatically put some of this on your machine. So I hope this helps you. I've been using Etrac now for almost a couple years. I've been metal detecting since about 75. This is the best metal detector I think that's out there, and I hate to say it, but I really believe this includes a CTX. So I have no qualms or reservations. I don't like the big coils. I don't like the stock coil. It's still too big. I like the smaller, the Coiltech 10x5. I have a Sunray 8. I've actually got 2 of those. I've got the Coiltech, and they are on my machine almost constantly. In fact, I believe the ID is so good, I believe my depth is enhanced by the good ID. So anyhow, don't hesitate to send me an email or whatever if you got questions. I'll be glad to help you. Thank you.